Okay, and next what we're gonna do is concealer, because as you can see, these bags are not the tea. Okay, so for that I use the little instant age rewind eraser. I mean, I think this is a staple in most drag queen kits. It's just really good and it's really cheap. It's like $6, $7 and it never runs out. I use shade Fair because I just really like that really, snatch look. So you just kind of dot it kind of all up in here. I like to bring it all the way like up. Oh, yes. You know when you just have that product that, like it gets you right every time? Concealer. And then you do it on your eyelids and up here and just everywhere. You really just want to dot it everywhere because you need it. Okay. Oh. Like I said, I make weird noises while I'm doing my makeup because I get bored. And usually I'm playing music or singing or doing something along those lines. But today I'm switching it up just for you nice people. Because I can't really be playing music and, paying attention to that, paying attention to this. And as you can see, like, that concealer really, like, I tried to get as much hair as I could out of my brow, but that's why we have the magic of concealer, so that way my eyebrow just magically disappears. Because we don't want to be having those hairs pop out while we've got a full mask on. Oh, yes. Oh. And it feels so good because I don't know when this will be shown in the future, but right now it is like 82 degrees after not being hot for a while. So I am in front of these lights, and oh, this wet sponge is feeling good. Um, and yeah, you just really want to pound that into your face. Okay. So next up, I'll probably sketch out my eye. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sketch out my eye. Sorry. I'm gonna sketch out my eye probably next because sometimes it's hard when you're like doing all your cheeks and stuff to like do the eye because you're just like resting your hand like right here the whole time, which is right where your contour is. But also I kind of want to do my thing just so I feel a little more myself. You know what? For today, we'll just do the contour and everything first, and then we'll just powder it. Okay. So for that, for my contour, I like to use this brush right here. It's super like edged, which I love because then you get that really clean kind of application. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking for my index card that I use for this part. Hmm. Let's see. I mean, you can really use any. And this is why my station's a mess. Okay. Oh, that is not the right color. Let's see. Where's my other one? Right here. Okay. Okay. So this is my color that I use for my foundation. It's from Krylon. It's not that expensive, I don't believe. And if you go to Studio, oh gosh, what is it called? Studio Light, It's in Milwaukee. Just put in like Studio Milwaukee. It's a makeup store. If you are a active drag queen and have performed, you show them a video and they will give you a discount. So just a tip from me to you. So I cannot find my index card, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use like a palette or just, you can use anything that has literally a smooth surface. And then you're just kind of like boom, but I'm not going to use that palette because that palette is very heavy. Okay. No, but I really want my index card. Where is it? I throw it away. Okay, we're just going to freehand this, but I'm going to do this in the mirror. So I'm just going to turn you this direction so you can, I'll show you kind of where exactly I put this. Sorry, I could not find my index card. So I like to go kind of where, oh, sorry. I kind of go like where my little, you know, like thing is right here and just kind of go down that direction. So we're going to do that and I'll show you the finished thing. Okay. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, and that's kind of the shape we're going for. Just kind of like a, you know, like a little like Trump, like, oh, what's that shape? You know, like, just, yeah, you see what I'm trying to do. You get it. So I'm just gonna do that on the other side really quick, and I'll be right back. You can just watch me. Okay, Okay, and then that is the other side all done. I know, gorgeous. And then, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're going to do like this, but all up on here on this little moment, if you will. Most people wear wig caps. I couldn't find a wig cap, so we're just gonna do it this way. So, if you'll just excuse me, I'll be right back to show you my forehead situation. Okay, yes, ma'am, we are getting somewhere. Okay. So, kind of like that, you just kind of want it to frame your face and make sure that, you know, just so that way, it's framing like this part of your face. I have a big forehead, so I don't really like to, have all that real estate up there. So, it does help though later on. But right now, we're just gonna cut it down to size a little bit. Yeah, now. The next thing is you're gonna want to cut this jaw. Because, I mean, as we all know, and like, men have a very broad kind of jaw, and mine's a little rounded. I've never liked my jaw, to be completely honest. So, I just really like to chisel it and make it look like, I don't know, just like anime, like very like this, almost, like a, like an upside down triangle, pretty much. So, and I like to use, contour for that. And I'm sorry, I'm babbling. So we are just going to cut this jaw really quick. There we go. Yes. As Pearl so kindly quoted, it's kind of like a chin strap. And that is definitely my vibe. Is like, please cut my chin to nothing. I just want to be a dainty woman of society, Mm-mm. And don't worry, it's gonna look crazy right now, but when you like actually get everything situated, see, and then it just brings everything to where your face is just geometric shapes. I was heavily inspired by Trixie Mattel. I'm sure somebody is thinking it. So yes, I was very inspired by her. I did a whole number to her. It was a moment. But she did actually really help me kind of figure out my face shape and everything. So thank you, Trixie, if you ever see this. Okay. Um, let's see here. So we just did that. So what we're going to do next is we're going to, well, we're gonna do blush is going to be the thing. Sorry, I'm like out of focus for half of this. Sorry about it. Not a pro photographer person, you know, like photography. So actually, it's funny that I bring up Trixie because that is the one thing I can't not do is I use her blush palette for literally everything. And I will be back in 1 second. Did somebody take my Trixie palette? Okay, and we are back. Um, okay, so I use Trixie Cosmetics for my blush because she has literally the best blushes like on the market. This is not drugstore, unfortunately. A lot of the makeup that I've been using is drugstore or like it's a pretty good price, but you know, it's like $24, $28 and you get like a darker blush, a medium blush, and then a highlight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Side Chick, which is the darker shade first. And I need my blush brush. Blush brush, blah, I can't talk. It looks like this. There we go. And it's just a big old, you know, fluffy brush because I like to, my blush is everywhere. Okay, so I can do this one in the mirror. So you just start and you just, oh yeah. Oh, you want to feel like a woman. Oh, yeah, you know, just really get it up on there. I love blush. Like, oh, like, blush is just so nice. And it just really marries the contour and, like, the colors on your face. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like, why have I never worn blush in my day-to-day life, in my existence? And, you know, it really is just the moment. She is the moment. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then I like to go with the, oh, sorry, this color right here. And, I just like to hit it in the front because I like it to be lighter in front and just give that like, ooh, I was just kissed for the first time kind of look. And then the back is darker and just very like, punch me in the face. Okay. So that is our blush all done. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to probably cut my cheek really quick. Um, so what you do is you take your concealer that you used earlier and you just, yes, ma'am. Oh, who doesn't love like just that cut cheek? Oh, yes. Okay. And that is how you do that. Okay. Now I just need to blend it out with something. There we go. I was like, where's my beauty blender? And yeah, and that's how you cut a cheek. And, oh, yes, like, it just really gets it together. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yes. And then I also use this as kind of a way to subtly kind of just, you know, get that contour at the bottom just a little more fluffed out. Because, you know, we don't need to be looking cray-cray. But, you know, we also need the coverage. So we are a man Maury, so yes. And I also use a little bit of the excess just to kind of come up here and, you know, just kind of whittle this down a little bit because, you know, I want it darker up here and then fades into the makeup, you know? So, there we go. So next what we're gonna do is my least favorite part of drag, which is eyebrows. um, I'm pretty sure every drag queen on planet Earth will agree that eyebrows are the most annoying part of drag. And that's on period, sis. So let me just get my brush really quick so I can do this. Where is my brush? Yeah, I'm just gonna put that. Okay. I need a brush that is not super big. Would that work? No, that's a little too fluffy. I need it more angled. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Nice. Exposing myself. Yes. Okay. So I have not used these brushes yet, but I'm having a hard time finding. You just need something that has like an angle. Oop, there you go. Just a little angle brush moment, you know. You know. And today I'm wearing a pink wig, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I change my wigs at the last second. I'm sure every drag queen understands. But I'm still gonna do a pink brow today because I'm just really feeling that bubblegum fantasy. So let's get it started. Okay. I'm sorry, but for this, I will be using the giant mirror over here because I'm not trying to mess my eyebrows up because they will kill your look. So if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm so sorry. Okay, so since we're doing like a little hot pink kind of moment-ish, I'm gonna do like a hot pink from, unfortunately, a Jeffree Star palette. And we're just gonna... So here's kind of the start of the bottom of my like brow. And then that is kind of like the shape. I mean, I will probably whittle it down a little bit with some concealer, but that's the general shape that I usually do. It's very anime, very thick, you know. You know what it is. So I'm just going to do that on the other side. Okay. And I am not the queen of symmetry at all, so I'm sure that my brows are going to be off slightly. It's just what kind of happens. You just kind of start whittling them with some concealer until they get where you want, but here are my eyebrows. Oh gosh. Yep, see, because like you can see where like the brow is going to be a little different, and you can just kind of move it, shape it, change it however you want. Plus, I mean, it doesn't kill people just to, like, your eyebrows are your eyebrows, you know? So now I'm gonna fill those in. And like I said, we're going to clean these up with concealer, but like this is the general kind of oomph, if you will. Giving you very like plastic fantasy, come on Barbie, let's go party moments, you know. And I'm gonna use this like little like this color right here. I'm just gonna boop boop and then just kind of blend it in to give it like a middle kind of feel, because I don't like how hot pink these eyebrows are. I'd like them more of like a purpley pink, because the wig that I'm thinking of wearing tonight is very more like purpley light pink than, you know, hot pink. But yeah, no, those are, you know, they're just Sorry, sometimes, like I said, I feel myself. Oh, also, it says, I'm not weird, I'm just more creative than you. With cute little anime girl. Let's see. So what we're gonna do is probably clean up my eyebrows next, just because it's gonna bug me until I do it. Because you're just staring at them. There is my... There we go. And I never like put it on the back of my hand or anything. I'm kind of gross like that. I just do, you know. So I'm just going to do that now and just kind of, you just carve it out. Like that. Pretty much. And then I'm just gonna look over here really quick just to make sure. Okay, and then when you're kind of happy with where your eyebrows are going to be, then you just buff out everything around it. So I'm gonna do it over here. I'm sorry. My eyebrows are just that one thing for me. You just don't want to look crazy. I mean, like, I already look kind of crazy in drag, but like, that's kind of the goal. But not my eyebrows looking crazy. That is never the goal. I had the worst time trying to figure out how to do my eyebrows when I was a young drag queen, and it gets better. There are a lot of tutorials out there now that really help me kind of get where I wanted with my shape and my everything. I'm gonna have to go back in because I did just lose a little bit of pigment, and I just need pigment. Okay. Back into that palette again and just fix up those edges. And there we go. See, now they're more like there and less crazy looking. I mean, crazy, yes, but not crazy looking. And then I'm going to put a little bit of like a baby pink right in the front just to give it that last little like oomph of, you know, they're there, you know, see? And then they're more like... And then the last thing that I do for my eyebrows usually is I will take my liquid eyeliner and I draw little like hairs on the front just to, you know, give it that vibe. So just like quick flicking motions. So do like that. And honestly, I know this is weird to say, but making the noises does help. And then it's just kind of like that. It's just like, it gives it texture when you're looking at it from like far away distance, you know? And it, like, it's just a little subtle things that kind of make or break your eyebrow game, and it doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me, and I don't know, it's just something I started doing, and I was just like, you know what, that is the move. So, that is that. So my eyebrows are mostly done. So next what I'm gonna have to do is, oh, I'm gonna do my under eye highlighting. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to grab our, let me see here, where is it? Oh, no, that's not it. Oh my goodness, where is it? Let me see here. Where is my... Just a video of me for, you know, however many minutes just looking for products. Because I know that's what y'all really wanted to see. Oh my gosh, it was right in front of my face. I'm blind. So what I use is I use this. It's Krylon. It's really good. I think I got this for like 10 bucks or 12 bucks or something on Amazon. It works amazing. So what you're gonna do is you just, I go in ham with this stuff. And yes, you put it on top of the concealer. And it gives you just this like, I mean, white cream fantasy. I don't know. This is like my favorite highlight under eye I've ever used in my entire life. And look how beautifully it marries to that pink right there. Trust me, when you see it. Oh, and then you want to do some right here because you're going to want underneath there to be white is, you know, new fallen snow. Okay, and then just grab that blending brush and you're just going to boop, 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 boop. And trust me, it's going to look crazy until it's done. And then you're going to be like, oh, okay, I see it. Like somebody once told me, drag is ugly until the very end, and then you look pretty. So, and look at how gorgeous that like highlight is. And you're just like, look, I'm glowing from within. It's very that moment, you know? See? And like just boom. And it just covers up everything. Like covers up, you know, just everything. Sorry, I'm so used to talking to people who are not underage. So, trying to keep it PG here. I'm like, look like a doll and have the mouth of a sailor. And I'm gonna go in and redo some of this after I finish everything. You know, because you can never have too much blush, and I want to make sure it's really on and poppin', you know? Okay, now that that is all looking beautiful, I'm gonna do my nose highlight, or my nose contour, not my nose highlight. My nose contour, because I just realized I forgot that. And you cannot forget your nose. Your nose is important too. I'm just trying to find the right brush to use, because, let's see, what is this? Nothing too bad. Okay. I'm just going to use, I usually either will use the same color I contour with, which would be this, which I'll do today for you. But sometimes you can use a brown shadow. You can use literally anything you want. And for me, and you want to like bring it in a little bit so it's a little bit more, you know, there. And then you can just blend it out, trust me. Like, it all comes together. So, boop, and there you have it. I know, gorgeous, right? Oh, I love it. Okay, I'll be back in one sec. Okay, that was not a good nose contour. Cool. Oh, I just totally messed my nose up doing that. That's embarrassing. Okay, we're going to wipe that off and redo that. And then I will just cut that from the video because if you see, that is not a good nose contour. So you just boop, 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 boop. Just bam, take it all off because no thank you, ma'am. Okay, good thing it didn't take off everything. It just took off a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what just happened with my nose, but he said I was using this one. Just do that and do like this. It's really hard to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what you want. Like, you want, like, and then bring it in a little bit is what I do. So I do, like, that. So it's like, you know. Okay, so now that we have that, what I do is I take a little bit of that white that I used earlier for my my nose, I'm sorry, this that I used to highlight underneath my eye used to go down the nose. And I have a brush designated to like white cream anything, and I just use that and just boop, and then you just go right down the middle. And it really makes your nose just pop. And then when you blend all this out, because I know it looks crazy at first, but when you blend it all out, it looks not so crazy. See, and then your nose is kind of, you know, just dink. And then it just draws that attention right there, even though I did cut off a little bit in those contours, so I'll have to go back in. Because you want everything just boop, boop, boop. Okay, so it's like that. Like, that's pretty much my nose. Like, I mean, yeah, that's a nose. So yeah, and it is so cute. I love my nose. Okay, so now that we've done that, I don't know why my nose today is just not wanting to do what I usually do. Like, yeah, like usually my nose is on it, but today it's not wanting to do what I want. Which is very frustrating. Okay. Yeah, sometimes your fingers are just the best tools. So yeah, so that is pretty much my nose, like, all said and done. So now what we are going to do is we're going to start the eye process. It's very intimidating, but don't be intimidated. You're going to be great. Okay, so first thing that I do is I'm going to take a liquid eyeliner and I just kind of draw kind of the shape that I want for my look today. So I'm going to show you, I'll turn and kind of show you what I'm doing, but I'm going to use the big mirror over here just because, you know, it's easier to see because I'm half blind with these contacts in. So it doesn't have to be super clean, it just needs to look dark. So make sure to get all that black all up in there so it's like, you know, because you can clean up the black. Like, the black is so easy to clean up. But you really want that, like, you know. So I'm going to finish this wing really quick. So what you do is you just pull it out, like, out here. And then you're just going to fill all that in with liquid eyeliner. Sorry that I'm super quiet, but that is pretty much it. Like, you just really want it to be, like, dragged out because you're a drag queen. you know, and you want it to be like boom and boom, and you know, like you want it to be in their face because like they need to be able to see you from like 4 rows back. So, and you can already see the difference between this eye to this eye. Like it's crazy how much I use graphic liner for like everything in my makeup. So I'm gonna finish the other eye and I'll be right back. That's when you know dry cleans are serious, is when we're not talking, because usually you can't get us to shut up. So if we're not talking, it's probably because we're super focused. Like me right now while I'm trying to do this eyeliner. Okay, so I think that's pretty good right now. Sorry, just I always do that where like it doesn't matter what process I'm in, I will literally take it and be like, oh, I gotta fix this. So I apologize in advance. You're probably gonna see me do that quite a bit. Okay, and I'm just trying to get it really like, you know. But yeah, I'm really liking this look so far, so I am very happy. Okay, so I'm actually gonna bring the black up just a teeny bit more, just because when you put on your lashes and everything, it like takes half the black away. So that's just a pro tip from me to you. Okay, and there we go. That's pretty good. I'm trying to get it as symmetrical as possible. I know it's obviously like impossible because you know you can look back and forth a million times and it's still not going to be symmetrical all the time. But that's pretty much it for that part. When you use mascara, you're gonna like pretty much marry everything together, so you'll be good. Um, I'm saving my highlight, my actual like glittery highlight for the very end, just because you know. So what I'm gonna do right now, since I'm pretty happy with where everything is, I'm gonna go ahead and powder. I know, I'm so random. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. Um, oh, and also, need a little drink because, girl, these lights are killing me with how hot they are. Okay, where are we? Oh, yeah, powder. So I'm going to use the good old drag queen, you know, one-stop shop, which is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. It's like every drag... It smells like your grandma's house, but... Like, it just... Oh, it's so good. Like, if you've never used Coty, like, are you doing drag? Like, I mean, of course there are other powders, but like Coty is just that one girl, you know? She always saves you. Like, doesn't matter what. And if you can see, like, it's kind of shearing down a little bit, like all the intensity that's on my face right now. Which is another reason why I love me some Coty, because, girl, you just really gotta, you know, you gotta feel it. Girl, if you feeling it, what you doing? Mm. Okay, I just need a little bit more because I got a big face. See, and like now, trust me, when it's dark in a club and I'm gonna be looked at, like you're not gonna see any of like the shadowing and stuff like you do in these hot lights right now. Don't forget the upper lip, because you know, like your upper lip is sweaty, girl. Ooh, I'm sweaty Betty. Oh yeah, just that slapping my face. I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Now I officially feel like, oh, what's that thing that goes from like brown strawberry to vanilla? Cosmopolitan. There we go. That's what I feel like right now. Cosmopolitan ice cream. Okay, so I have now done that. I do like to usually go in with like a fair powder just underneath like here just to really get, you know, the vibe. So I just take a little bit of that. I use the Ben Nye one, which is, you know, honestly like tea, because it is so good, girl. Like it fills it in, it does everything you need it to. It's just, it is the vibe. And you know, just oh, and I use it just in the cap. Like I don't really need it anywhere else. But like already, just see the difference. You know, like oh, girl. If there's one thing, get a fair translucent powder if you're a fair or whatever your skin situation is. Like, cause it just, it's so nice. See, and like, boom. Like, so good. Okay. Now that we have done all of that, nice little detail work, let's create a little bit more shape in my eye. So the signature Anna thing is that I always take from right here and I come over here and I kind of like create like a lid, if you will, that kind of, you'll see, but I mean, it's kind of sickening, I won't lie. I love my makeup, so. But yeah, I'm gonna do it in the mirror over here, but I'm gonna show you like what I did, how I did it, and you guys can be little Annas with me, and you know, we can just, sorry, that was bugging me. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, I messed up that side, but that's okay. So, I mean, it's kind of look like that, but a little less rounded and a little more severe. There we go. Okay, and like that is pretty much like going to be like my lid, if you will. But yeah, no, I mean, I messed up a little bit right here, but the nice thing about liquid concealer is that you can like scrape it off usually, like especially like I use the NYX one for a long time, and that one you can definitely like just scrape off. So yeah, I mean, ooh, yes, girl. I'm just feeling myself really quick. And then what I'll do is I'll take like a black like eyeshadow and I just kind of like dot around it just to give it more of like a smoky effect. So I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, and I use like a packer brush like this just to, you know, because you really want that like, Okay, and then see like how it's a little bit more darker, a little cleaner, a little, you know, a little more together. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use more of liquid eyeliner. I know you guys are like, how much liquid eyeliner do you use? And I'm like, a lot. Tonight I'm just feeling, I have a little bit of white liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to use that tonight, just kind of highlight above that brow right there, but just not all the way, but to like just, you'll see. But it's going to look really cute. See, and I'm just going to do it like that, so it just brings a little more severeness to my eye. So the next thing I'm gonna do is use the black. I know, it's like literally half my makeup is using these two things. But I'm going to use my black, and I'm going to draw my under eyelid, I guess is how I would call it. But yeah, it's just like where I put my eyelashes underneath. So I will be right back. I'll show it to you. Okay, and that is my under eye. I like to get, so what I do is I put black all right there, and so it looks very connected, very cute, very, you know, a moment. It's a mood. A moment, a mood, you know. Okay. Now I'm going to take some white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to pack it over the liquid where I messed up. So that's right here, and we're just going to boop, boop, you know. You just clean it up a little bit as you go, and you know, it all works out. I mean, it's just makeup. It's not going to kill you or anything if something's not right or something. You know, just don't be too hard on yourself. That was my biggest thing when I was starting, is like I was so hard on myself every time I messed up something. But every mess up just gets you a step closer to the makeup that you want to do. So don't give up. Okay. So the next thing that I'm gonna probably do, I'm gonna fix this one side really quick because it's kind of bugging me. Just a tad smoke on that end. And I think that, sorry, I'm just doing little things. Like I said before, I will spend literally hours just going back and forth with my liquid eyeliner and my black, just making sure everything looks how I want it to. I like to look like an anime villain or something. Like, I don't really know when my makeup started being like this. Like, I remember always having the thought to have big makeup, but I was so scared of it in the beginning that I used to try and do more like a real girl kind of look. And then I finally said that, forget it. And I was just like, you know what? This is me. Cool. Okay. Thanks. Bye. So, and now we are where we are. Being crazy. But you know what? I would not trade it because this makeup makes me so happy. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now that that is all done, we're going to pick our colors. This is like the funnest part of doing your eye makeup is giving yourself like a fantasy. You're like, what am I wearing? What is the vibe tonight? What am I trying to sell? What am I giving? And for tonight, I'm gonna give you very like purple, pink, girly, but like with a dark edge. That's what I'm kind of going for. So I'm gonna do like some purple, pink, and then like a transition-y kind of shade. So let me just get a clean brush really quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this. It's a big like fluffy brush just because like I love fluffy brushes. Like you can't change me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this I'm using this. It's from Lime Crime, but you can literally use any palette. Just make sure it has a good purple. Like I'm gonna use this deep royal purple. So. And see, and then it's like right in there, and just, ooh, yes, girl, she is smoky to the house. Yes. And see, and it ties so perfectly with like the black. That's why I always do like a darker color on the outside, because it just looks so good when you blink and stuff, and you're just like, oh, you're like, I am feeling myself. You're like, don't get it twisted. I am feeling it. The fantasy. So, the next color actually is not, I'm going to use the shimmery shade from in here. That's right here. But first, I'm going to use I want like hot pink something, like Indian something. So I'm going to go back into that shade I used earlier for to make this a little lighter. I'm going to use that as my middle shade. See, and then just see, and doesn't that look so pretty? Like, that is just a mood in of itself. Like, that, like, anything pink is just a mood. But, like, do you see it just how it's like, just, And sometimes I'll even take it and I'll, like, bring it up here a little bit so that way it will, like, blend with the white. And just, you really just want to marry everything to itself, Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm feeling it now. That's the thing is the more you put makeup on, the more you're just like, oh, yes. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, like, it's a vibe. It's a mood. Okay, and then I'm going to use that one shade from the Venus 3 from Lime Crime. And it's called Beam. Beam Me Up Scotty. And just, oh, yeah, you just put it right up in there. Just... oh, yeah, And I'm gonna do some glitter, too, because, drag queen. But yeah, you can kind of see it's a little iridescent. I thought I had a little bit more payoff than that, but that would be really pretty, like, up here. So, and feel free to always change your makeup, too. Like, it doesn't have to be the same every time or anything. Just, I put glitter everywhere and call it a day, honestly. Like, but do you see how that, like, reflects the light? And then you have that, like, purpley shimmer. So since that wasn't really giving me the full fantasy that I was hoping for, I'm gonna go into my Morphe Iced Fantasy, and there's this really pretty like purpley like white vibe that has like purple sparkles and stuff. It's really cute. I just really like a light inner corner, because like there's so much darkness on my face, So, it's a thing, it's a vibe, it's a mood. Now we're gonna go back in with my black. grab more of that color, and then I'm going to fill in the bottom right here with black. Just so, you know, it gives like that doll kind of effect that I like. Yeah, so it's like that. Okay. Okay, so it's like this pretty much when everything is all said and done. And then I fill it in with black eyeliner, and then I put white eyeliner up here. And I mean, my favorite one currently is from CoverGirl, and it's called the CoverGirl Ink It eyeliner. I can do that with you here because it's not that hard. I've been doing my eyeliner since I was, oh gosh, 15, 16. So you see how it's just like, ooh, yeah. You know, like it's very that, it's very the vibe. So, see? And it just really brings everything to attention. Sorry, this is kind of bugging me a little bit, so I'm just going to fill this in myself. See, so it gives it more of this, like, because you really just want to bring exaggeration to the places that you want and then to cover up the places you don't. Okay. And then what we're going to do is use a white eyeliner to complete this right here. So I just do this and I'm just like boop, 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 boop. Like that. And I just create like a little like that. White is really good for opening up your eyes, so I use quite a bit, honestly. But I just love it. I don't know. Ever since I started using white, I was just like, why have I not been doing this my entire life? But yeah, you can kind of see her coming together now, you know? You see it. You see it, I see it, we see it. There we go. Okay. So now we are really starting to feel stunning. Oh, I was gonna show you guys this. I'm so sorry. It's a NYX like black that I thought would look really cute. I could probably bust it out. I'm not gonna really use it for that much, but you know, I'm still gonna do a little something, but it's fine. But yeah, it's called the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and it's get the one in milk, which is the white, and then I think this is called like coffee bean. Oh, black bean. And they're like the go-to for me for like the starter like makeup and everything, because it just really gets your blacks really black and your white really white. Okay, so see, and it just really like pulls it together, gives it that moment that you really want. See, like, look at how nice that is too, and it's so creamy. The only thing you can't do with it is you can't do like the points inside of your eye. You're gonna have to use an eyeliner pencil for that. So I'm gonna use again my black eyeliner to just kind of pull my little thing right here just a little more inward, because I was just feeling it, you know. Sometimes you do stuff and you're just like, okay, like I need a little more. Like, can we do this? Can we bring it in? Like, There we go. See, and like, it just brings everything so nicely together. Okay. So I like to do, let me see here. I want to do a little bit of shadow right in the front, I think, or put more white. I'm not sure. Honestly, usually I don't plan my makeup really. I just kind of do whatever I feel in the moment. So for this makeup application, I'm feeling the white, so I really want to make that pronounced. So what I'm going to do is use that white pencil from earlier and use a little bit of a different white product and just going to make that white just a little bit whiter. See, and like that. See, super cute, super basic. You know, just a quick subtle eye. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I don't know. I'm feeling like there's a lot of space over here and I'm not necessarily liking it. I think... I'm sorry, I keep going in with the black, but it just really needs to be at a certain, like, you'll know, like, when it's dark enough and you like it enough, you're gonna know. Like, you're just gonna be like, okay, and now she's here. For now, I'm just... There we go. Okay. And sometimes it'll take you a couple times of going in with a certain shadow to really get the desired effect that you want. And that's okay. Like, it doesn't have to be right the first time. Especially if you're learning. Like, I don't even want to say how many times I have messed my makeup up and had to completely start over. Because, you know, it happens and it's not anything to be ashamed of. So, now I'm feeling a little more, you know, and I'm going to clean this up with some more white underneath here when everything is said and done. So, let's see here. What do I want to do next? I'm going to use a little bit of white to just go underneath the eyebrow and make sure that that is super white. See, and then it's just like really bright underneath the eye, but you still get that impact from the white liner. So it's like, you know. But you really want to use white underneath your eyebrow because it really just makes all your makeup pop. Like hardcore just pop. So. Oh, that's the wrong cap, no wonder. Okay. I'm going to stop trying to look everywhere at the same time. Let's see. So next thing, let's see, what do I want to do? Honestly, I want some sparkle. So I'm going to use some Trixie Cosmetics and Baby Doll is a glitter that she came out with. It is very beautiful, very stunning. Looks like this. But I'm just going to put a little bit of this just right here. Because, like, that's just the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, glitter is a drag queen's best friend. See, and that just adds a whole other layer of, like, yes, ma'am. And I like to do some glitter up here sometimes. You know, it's just kind of up to your discretion of how much glitter you want on your face. I like enough glitter to soak my face. Okay, we may have went a little overboard right in the middle, but that's okay. But yeah, see, and I'm super sparkly now and just very like, ooh. So let's see. Next thing I want to do is I'm gonna use this again, my little cream, and I'm just gonna cover up all my mistakes underneath here because that's why I don't put my actual like highlighter down first. See, and now it looks way more clean and it looks more like put together and it doesn't look like I made a huge amount of mistakes. Which is literally the whole point of makeup, pretty much, is just covering up what you don't like. So when I don't like something in my makeup, I'm like, where's the white? Where is the black? Where is some? You can always try to look out. You just gotta know how to like hit it in the right spot, you know? Okay. So now we're gonna do an actual highlight, and this is a drugstore highlighter. It is the Master Holographic by Maybelline. Like I said, I love me some Maybelline. And I use a little fan brush moment. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use this one today because it really packs it on. And I'm just really feeling it with you here. Like, I'm feeling like I just want to glow from, like, the heavens. Or wherever you believe. So, yes. Okay. And I put some down the nose as well, because you really want to just highlight all the good points and hide the bad points, like I said. So, and I use like 2 different highlights usually. So I'll use like highlighter above my eyebrow. I use highlighter, yeah, like I go nuts with highlighter, and nobody can tell me anything when I'm wearing highlighter. Like, I know I said blush is my favorite thing, but it might be a toss-up between that and, see, and like, oh, just all of the beauty. And then I use this one. It's like a duo chromatic highlighter. And this one, oh, girl, you need a little bit, and it goes a long way. Let's put it that way. Like, yeah, you see that? Like, ma'am. Like, I want to beam from outer space to your living room. So, like, if I could just douse my whole body in highlighter, I would. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty good on everything else. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, we got the highlighter, we got this, we got that. Ooh. I want just a little bit more concealer underneath to really cut my jaw again, because it looks like it kind of got a little muddy as I was kind of messing with everything. So I'll just, like I said before, you know, it is never a bad idea to do whatever you want with your makeup. So if you think that a part needs to be lighter, you make it lighter. You want something, whatever, you make it that color, you know? Don't let anybody tell you what to do with your makeup. Like, worst mistake of my early drag career was letting other people tell me what my makeup should look like, who I was, etc., etc. Like, don't let anyone tell you how to do drag. Drag is subjective to the person and your experience and what you're trying to bring. Like, a lot of people didn't understand my aesthetic of, you know, wanting to be an anime girl, and they tried to be like, oh, do your drag this way, and do your drag this way, and I tried all those ways, and they never fit me. I couldn't figure out why until I realized that I was just doing everybody else's drag, but not doing mine. And now that I do my drag, I am super happy with it. Here. Okay, so I think that it is time to do my lashes and kind of see where I'm going with everything. So, I will be right back. I'm gonna put those on, off camera, because trust me, you don't want to see me flailing with lashes for, like, ever. Okay, so I have all of this on, all the mug, all the stuff. I do think that now it's going to be time to do the actual look and everything, but first, I do need to put a lip on, and then I need to use setting spray. You always want to put chapstick on before your lip, so I'll be right back. Okay. So you always want to put chapstick on. Okay. Now that my lips are properly moistened, you're going to want to use a lip liner first and foremost. And you just, here, I'll do it right here actually. You kind of like, so for my lips, I do like a little devil horn moment because I'm a devil in disguise. You just bring it down. You know, just really make it good. Oh, and these are the NYX lip liners. They're really inexpensive and really good. So I would definitely recommend. And just doing it to kind of get like the shape. Then you bring it out a little bit and then under. Oh, yeah. Until your lips are just like that right size that you want, you know? Like, I like my lips to look crazy because, like, see? Like, see, it just gives you that very, like, doll aesthetic that I go for. Like, ooh, see? She's a woman. Kind of. On a good day. Let's put it that way. Next, I'm going to be using, let's see here. Where is my, sorry, I am trying to find my pink lipstick currently. Where is my pink lipstick? Let's see here. I do not know. Okay, and we are back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this like purpley kind of shade on the outside and then put the bright pink on the inside. So give me 1 second. Okay. So like this, and then you just leave a little center part. Okay. And these are really like pigmented, so you want to be careful. And then this right on that center, right where we, you know, and then just blend it together and give them life. I just like to mix colors and give it like a different color. See? And then that is the lip and everything all together. Do you like me? Okay, so I'm gonna pause, put the drag on, and then I'll be right back.